Hello you guys, what is up? Welcome back. I hope everyone watching is doing well. I hope you guys are all taking care of yourselves. Today's pick a card is going to be a pick a card all about the next 30 days. We'll cover love, finances, your friends, any trips that may be coming up, any little surprises. I'm really excited to jump on into it. Before I do have personal readings available in my description box. If they are out of stock, they are restocked every other Sunday and Monday. So keep that in mind if you are wanting a personal reading. Before I show you the piles, you guys, this is just your reminder that tarot is a divination tool. It's an intuitive practice, so you have to take what resonates and leave what does not resonate behind. And with that, here is a clip of the piles right now.
And here are your three piles. We have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. If you guys need a moment to meditate on which pile is calling your name, you guys are free to do that right now. And if you want to pick more than one pile, you guys are always welcome to do so.
Hello, group number 1. Welcome to your guys' reading. Let's go ahead and start off with the zodiac dice. If you're new here, you guys, the zodiac dice are extra. It's dessert. If your sign doesn't pop up, it's genuinely and wholeheartedly not that serious. We have Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio. We have Libra. Hello, Libra. There we go. And we have Leo. Hello, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, you guys. Again, if your sign does not pop up, that is not the main point of the dice. The dice is just extra confirmation. There's also zodiac signs that pop up in the tarot cards, so keep that in mind, and the oracle cards, so just keep that in mind. All right, let's go ahead and start shuffling. Can I please... What can group 1 be expecting in the next 30 days? Okay, we'll start here, you guys. You are leaving something behind for something better, okay? I don't know what this thing is, you guys. That is not the point. This is a group reading, so you need to, take this as you will. This is indicating to me that, again, there's something you guys are leaving behind. There's something that you are saying goodbye to. This could either be by choice or this could be by force, right? Like this could be a situation that you're choosing to walk away from, or it could be a situation you're choosing to say goodbye to, or it could be something where you have just been backed into a corner to the point where you're like, I actually just don't have a choice. I have to walk away from this, or I have to move away from this situation, from this person, from this place, from this thing, from this career, from this friend, from this negative habit that I have, from this A, B, and C, right? Fill in the blank. We're leaving that behind in the next 30 days. Now, I don't want to make it sound like you're leaving it behind and then la 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 la, like you're just getting the sun, the moon, and the stars. I don't want to paint it like that. But this is indicating hard work and effort going towards something that you have a vision of growing. Like you can see it growing. You can imagine it growing. You can imagine yourself expanding in this area or with this person, for example. And this is just an example, you guys. You left behind a career or a job and you were really scared to do this. You were like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm able to pay my bills. I'm nervous to do this. I'm nervous to do that. And then you start applying for other jobs. You're putting in a lot of hard work, a lot of effort. You're going on interviews every day. You're calling, you're showing up. Like you are really putting in as much energy and effort as you can towards finding a better and new job, right? Boom, boom, boom. And then steps in the Empress. We are getting blessed, okay, you guys? Now, whether you are a man or a woman, it really is extraordinarily irrelevant in this scenario, just because the Empress is representing feminine energy, and yes, like love that for us feminines. However, like she is representing receiving. She's representing creativity. But most of all, especially in this context, you guys, she's representing an energy of being ready and willing and open to receive, okay? So I'm seeing this as like, yes, working extremely hard, showing up every day, putting in effort, so much freaking effort, but also being willing, ready, and open to receive, okay? Being in the mindset, being in the energy of receiving. And then we have the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands, you guys, is completely and totally about growth, expansion, okay? We are broadening our horizons. We are not keeping ourselves in a little box anymore. We're opening ourselves up to the possibility of what is to come, what could be. That is what's happening here with this Three of Wands. And I feel very much for a lot of you, This Eight of Cups was something that was holding you back. It's something that was keeping you staggered. And in walking away from this Eight Cups, and again, you guys, this could be your friend. Maybe you have a friend who's negative or who is constantly like sending negative energy your way. Maybe you have a family member like this. Maybe, again, it's your career. Maybe it's a relationship, a romantic relationship. Maybe it's a pattern. Maybe you keep going and dating the same freaking loser guy and giving him 100 million chances, and you finally woke up one day and you realize, like, what the hell am I doing? Like, wasting my time. That is literally like what this is. It's something in your life that has been holding you back from what you actually freaking want, from what you actually deserve. Okay, so that's the situation going on so far. Let's go ahead and continue on. I also want to say this, for some of you, this has to do with your physical appearance. And I'm not saying this to be offensive or rude or to make anyone feel like blah, 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 but this is relevant. Some of you guys are looking in the mirror and you are recognizing things about yourself that you do not like. Now, I'm somebody who's a big believer in like, you should do things to make yourself feel better about yourself. Because at the end of the day, like, you have you and only you. Yes, you can have other people in your life. Yes, you can have people who love you, but like, you have to go to sleep with you every night. Like, you have to live with you for the rest of your life. So do what makes you happy. I'm not saying this to perpetuate any like body image issues or like disorders you may be dealing with or like yada, yada, yada. I'm just saying, like, if you wake up and you look in the mirror and you're unhappy and you can do something in a healthy manner to make yourself feel better, then go freaking do that. And I see that here because we do have, again, the Empress. She's feminine energy. She's also described as a very beautiful woman. And I believe that everybody should be doing things that make them feel good physically, mentally, and emotionally. Anyways, moving forward. I could expand on that, but I just don't want to offend. Anyways, can I please? Oh, yes. I get so excited. So, we have Scorpio here. Hello, Scorpio. You know you're my favorite. I can't even help it. Like, Scorpio energy just in general, especially Scorpio women. You're beautiful. You're amazing. I love you. Like, you deserve all the roses. This is death. We love death because what death is telling us is that there's a transformation. There's a massive change happening for us. Now, this is not surprising me, you guys, because I am right now, when I'm filming this, I'm going to try to get this up quickly, but this is in between eclipses when I'm filming this, okay? We just had the lunar eclipse. We are about to have the solar eclipse. Death is representing change. Change can be scary, just like death can be scary. However, it's also a really beautiful transformation that's taking place. It's leaving room for opportunity, okay? So again, death is here, and then right after that, we had the Emperor come up. So I believe a lot of you are upgrading when it comes to your financial status or your financial health. It could also just be that you guys are taking a leadership role in your life, because the Emperor is also representing like leadership type energy. So I love seeing this here because, again, it's just, to me, representing very much moving on up in the world, experiencing upgrades, leaving behind the dusties and upgrading to something magnificent. Now, I also do need to talk about this because I do believe a lot of you over the next 30 days, you're focusing on your financial growth. You're focusing on how can I make more money, or how can I make my money stretch further, or how can I save this? How can I save that? What can I invest in? Like, a lot of you are trying to think of ways how to expand your financial health or how to secure more long-term financial stability, okay? Maybe you're financially stable right now and you're thinking about the future and how to secure that stability. But I cannot ignore yin and yang here. I cannot ignore the divine masculine and divine feminine. For some of you who have picked this pile, your relationships have been very unsatisfying. I don't care if you're in a relationship and you're unsatisfied, if you're single and you've been dating and you're unsatisfied. A lot of you guys have been feeling very unsatisfied with your relationships, and I'm seeing this as either an improvement in a current relationship or in meeting somebody who is your equal, okay? Now, when I say equal, I don't mean somebody who's exactly like you. I feel like the Emperor and the Empress really balance each other out nicely. They're very similar, but very, very different. They pick up where the other lacks, right? So I'm seeing this as meeting somebody, for those of you who, again, have been unsatisfied or single, meeting somebody who is an equal. This could even be with friendships, you guys, okay? All right, I'm gonna get one more tarot card and then actually, okay. Can I please get clarification for group one about the next 30 days? We have the Ace of Pentacles. You guys, this is a golden opportunity. And I always say this, like, sometimes when an opportunity presents itself to us, we choose not to take it. But just because you choose not to take it doesn't mean that you weren't presented with the opportunity. So this is not a guarantee that you are getting all the riches. This is not a guarantee that you are getting an upgrade. But this is telling me that you will have an opportunity to pursue that, okay? Confirmation. Temperance, more balance. We are recentering our focus. This is also Sagittarius energy. And I don't know if I mentioned there's Aries energy here with the Emperor. Okay. Confirmation. We have the Five of Cups. This is disappointment. Okay. So I think that this is for a very select few of you. I actually think the vast majority of you are welcoming in this change. You're welcoming in this like goodbye friend, or goodbye phase in my career, or goodbye school, education, university, college, fill in the blank, whatever. Goodbye crappy boyfriend, goodbye crappy girlfriend, like toodaloo. But some of you are disappointed about it. And that's okay. It's okay to be disappointed about things. There's not really too much for me to add on this because I feel like this is, again, just representing the potential disappointment from the Death or the potential disappointment from the Eight of Cups. I just feel like the majority of you are in a place where you're not disappointed by the things that are falling apart or the things that you are pushing aside. It feels like you are welcoming that change. Okay. So let's go ahead and get a little bit more. Can I... Black Moon Lilith, Virgo. Interesting. Some of you may have your Lilith in Virgo. That is not a placement I'm very familiar with, but because they came out together, maybe that is relevant for some of you. With the Black Moon Lilith, okay, what this is representing, yes, it says mystery, but this is also our untapped, untamable, divine, feminine energy, but that's like darker, right? That's a little bit, rough around the edges, that type of energy. This is also oftentimes a placement that you can see where you feel the most like insecurity, or where you feel very much like shunned out by the world. I have my Black Moon Lilith in my first house, and I have had body image issues my entire life. I don't know, like I just never feel great about myself physically ever. So this showing up could be representing you guys addressing something that you feel insecure about, or you guys addressing something that needs to be addressed, or something that you feel shameful over. All right, so there is that. We also have Virgo here. Now, whenever I get Virgo energy, oftentimes people explain it as like very organized. I know I've explained it as like very organized energy. However, Virgo energy is chaotic. It's connected to Mercury. It's chaotic, but it's like organized chaos, okay? Virgos are really, really talented at focusing on one thing and doing that one thing to perfection, and everything else is in like disarray and like crazy and chaotic. Obviously, I'm not speaking for all Virgos, but Virgo energy is connected to Mercury. Again, Mercury is a very like, woo, 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 woo. Okay, Gemini, very unstable energy. So with this, I feel like you guys are perhaps experiencing a bit of chaos in your life, or a bit of things feeling out of place or a little discombobulated. However, I do feel like you are working on getting more organized, or you're working on getting all your ducks in a row. Some of you guys, again, are even trying to focus all of your energy on one particular area of your life and perfecting that area, okay? Whether that is money, education, relationships, friendships, you're focusing on that one particular area. Can I please get a message for group 1 about the next 30 days? Okay. We have the awakening. This is energetic upgrades and a new way of being, integration. A new way of being is what I want you guys to take from this. An awakening is like, okay, like what? Like, I feel like we have to dive into so much more to get into that. But the main thing I want you guys to focus on over the next 30 days is a new way of being. You are entering into a phase where it's a new chapter. it's a new phase, it's a new dawn, it's a new day. Like that's the energy of the awakening, you guys. Perhaps you guys are awakening to the fact or to the idea, to the knowledge that like you no longer want to live the lifestyle that you've been living and you want things to change or you want things to evolve. You no longer are satisfied with the crusty, dusty person that you've been dealing with and you're like, I want to evolve. I don't want to do this anymore. Others of you, it's very possible that you are in a situation where you're pouring all your energy into something and it's like pouring your energy into an empty well. And you finally realize like, I have to stop pouring my energy into this thing that's not growing. Like it's just, there's nothing happening. Wasted time is a thing, guys. I do believe that there are lessons in wasted time. However, like if you're constantly meeting resistance with something that you're trying to get started or you're trying to experience growth in. I'm not telling you to give up, but I am telling you perhaps it's time to refocus your energy on either adjusting that thing you're trying to get to grow or evolve or change or move on. Which, again, moving on seems like it has the best outcome considering the fact we have the Eight of Cups and then we have the Death and then we have everything we've already talked about. We have play here. It says, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. Some of you are having a birthday this month. Happy birthday. Some of you guys are going and you're celebrating somebody else's birthday. So happy birthday to that person. Also with this, I always say this, you guys, like life is too short to take everything so freaking seriously. I understand that there are serious things happening in the world, right? There are people that are experiencing atrocities. There are groups of people that are experiencing unfair atrocities. However, what you cannot control is out of your hands, right? And there's no sense in stressing or like hurting your body, because stress does hurt your body, you guys, whether you want to recognize that as something legit or not. Stress hurts your body. And if you have no control over a situation, there's no point in like adding that extra stress on your body. Have fun when you can, because there's going to be, I can guarantee there's going to be moments in your life where you don't have the ability to have fun, where you do have to be serious, where you do have to face what's in front of you, where you are sad, where you are angry. Have fun when you can. Always take an opportunity to have fun, you guys, okay? And then we have leap, and it says you go first, the universe will catch you. You go first, the universe will catch you. So obviously this is essentially just talking about taking that leap, taking that extra step, taking that jump, right? Unbinding yourself from whatever it is that's holding you back, right? As you can see here, you guys, this woman, like she's leaning back. She's like, oh no, like I'm scared to take that leap. I'm scared to make that jump. I don't believe that I'll be caught. And then we're fast forwarding and she's floating, she's flying, she is gazing upon the beautiful view and she's happy that she took that leap. She's happy that she took that jump, right? So do not let fear stand in the way of you making the necessary changes that you know you need to make in your life. Because there are a lot of you where you're in a situation or you're dealing with certain people or certain things and you know deep down that like you have to change or you have to move, and you're like, well, one day I'll do it. One day I'll make this change. One day I'll leave this person. One day I'll go and get a better job. That day needs to be today, or needs to be within the next 30 days, or we need to start planning this evolution, because staying here is going to bring you nothing but the same. Going out here, you get to experience an entire different world. Okay. Final messages for group. This is why I love tarot. We have new beginnings. Let this magic in my spell clear the space in which I dwell. There's new beginnings for you guys, group number 1. If you picked group number 1, this is your sign to start. This is your sign to get the ball rolling, okay? We have fertility. Let all take root, seed, and sprout. Let new life feel about. This is representing growth, you guys, okay? This is quite literally the 3 of Wands. This is quite literally the Empress. It's not surprising to me that we are in the season of spring and we have fertility showing up and we have all this growth and all this expansion showing up. This is a perfect time for you guys to start new, for you guys to start fresh. And then last but not least, we have confidence, okay? And it says, by earth, air, water, and fire, let my confidence take light and burn higher. Sometimes, you guys, it's not that you are lacking confidence, it's that you're surrounding yourself with people who are making you insecure, or who are perpetuating a negative feeling upon yourself, right? I know for me personally, like I'm a very secure person. Like I'm just secure with who it is that I am in general, body image issues aside. But depending on who I'm around, or depending on like if I'm in a good relationship, if I'm in a toxic relationship, my insecurity levels can vary, right? And I just feel like sometimes it's not necessarily you, it's the environment that you are in that is perpetuating like a negative self-belief or negative self-talk. So if you guys feel like you are surrounding yourself with people who are making you feel bad about yourself, or who are leaving you in a place of lack when it comes to confidence, perhaps changing your environment or changing the people who you are bringing yourself around could be really helpful. I also see this potentially as you guys making the necessary changes to alter things or to improve upon things that you are wanting to improve upon within yourself, either physically, mentally, or emotionally, okay? A lack of confidence, you guys, could also come from just not, right, having emotional intelligence, or not feeling like you're well-spoken, or not, it doesn't all need to be like physical stuff, so keep that in mind. But that is what I have for you guys, group number 1. Thank you so very much for allowing me to read for you today. Again, if you're wanting a personal reading, I do have those in my description box. I think if they're out of stock, check back next Sunday or Monday. And yeah, that is all I have. Thank you guys. I love you. Bye. Hi, group 2. Welcome to your guys' reading. We're going to start off with the dice. If you're new here, the dice is extra. It's dessert. The zodiac signs also pop up throughout the reading. So if your sign does not pop up in the dice, it's fine. This is just extra confirmation. We have Capricorn. Hello, Capricorn. Sagittarius. And Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, you guys. Capricorn, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. All right, let's go ahead and start shuffling. Message for group 2 about the next 30 days. Okay. What does group number 2 need to know? Where did that go? Okay, I think that was it. Okay. Okay, group number 2. So starting off, we have the 5 of Wands and we have the 6 of Wands, okay? Now, the 5 of Wands is a card talking about fighting for what it is that you want, okay? Fighting for what it is you believe you deserve. The 6 of Wands is a victory, okay? Now, if I'm just being completely and totally transparent, I do not believe that you guys are experiencing a victory. I think that you guys are experiencing struggle and a little bit of resistance when it comes to getting what it is that you want over the next 30 days. I think that in order to get what you want, there needs to be more balance brought into the situation. For example, let's say some of you are in university or you're in community college or whatever, you're studying whatever, okay, education situation. Let's say you are literally spending every waking moment that you have cramming in as much knowledge as you possibly can. You're not sleeping, you're not eating that much, you're not taking care of yourself. It feels like putting in all of that effort is going to be completely useless if you are not, right, getting enough rest, if you are not feeding your body, if you're not drinking water, if you're not taking little breaks here and there. That work, that effort that you're putting in to get this victory is not going to be very fruitful. So my suggestion to you guys, group number 2, is throughout the next 30 days, whatever it is you're working towards, again, whether you're studying for a test, whether it's your relationship, whether it has to do with stuff with work, you need to make sure that there is balance. And I know that's not always easy. That's easier said than done, right? But you have to try your very best to create an environment that's not so high intensity when it comes to, again, either studying or putting in extra hours at work or having really deep, long, heavy conversations in your relationship. Like there needs to be a sense of balance with whatever it is that you're focusing on, okay? Because without that balance, you will not experience the success. However, with the balance, I do believe the success is imminent. Now, Moving forward, we also have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords, you guys, represents evolution, change, okay? This is talking about an energy where it's like we are transforming, we are moving forward, okay? So again, I just believe in order to move forward, in order to experience this transformation, there does need to be a situation or an event in which you guys are focusing on evolving. You're focusing on the change. Some of you guys have been living in an area that is considered like your comfort zone. And I believe that this is an encouragement for you guys to change that environment, right? To change the environment that you are in. I also do believe for a lot of you that this evolution, this transformation, something that's happening a bit more natural. It doesn't feel necessarily forced. I believe that with the balance and with the going after what it is that you're wanting and creating balance with that, your success is naturally going to bring this transformation and evolution. Some of you guys may be literally moving in the next 30 days, or you're like signing an apartment lease, or you're buying a house. We have the Ace of Cups. This is an overflow of emotion, okay? Group number 2. So if I'm just being honest, and people hate it when I do this, but this is just like, it is what it is. Get over it. Like, this is an overflow of emotion. Now, emotions, as we all know, can be really good or really bad. It depends on who's watching. It depends on what your situation is. But what you should be expecting over the next 30 days is your emotions to be turned up. So your sadness is going to feel really sad. Your happiness is going to feel really happy. I know what I'm describing sounds a little bit like manic bipolar, like not the greatest. But I just feel like you guys are a bit more sensitive to what is going on around you over the next 30 days, okay? And that could be due to stress, that could be due to a lack of sleep, that could be due to the changes that are taking place over the next 30 days, right? I know for me, if my hormones are a little out of whack that month, or if I just went through something that was a little stressful, I am very like get the frick away from me, or I'm gonna claw your eyes out. So yeah, moving forward, can I get... Protect yourself, okay? I always feel like there's a message like this at some point during like these type of readings. Protect your energy, you guys. This is not here to fearmonger. I really can't stand people or like astrologers who are like, oh my God, the sky is falling, okay? No, this is not what's happening. The sky is not falling, I pinky promise. But this is talking about protecting your energy, right? And why do we need to protect our energy? Again, perhaps over the next 30 days, your emotions are heightened. You're a little bit more sensitive. You're not getting as much sleep. So you are a little bit more on the irritable side. Protect your energy. Do not engage in pointless things, okay? What is pointless? Arguing with people who have zero desire to see your side, or who have zero desire to grow, to evolve. Do not pour your energy into empty buckets, or into buckets with holes at the bottom of them, or do not pour all your energy into, like things that are just not worth your energy. Whether this is with work, whether this is with your education, your relationship, protect your energy first. Also, I do feel like for some of you, there is a need to almost take a step back. Some of you guys are perhaps being a little bit overly aggressive with the things that you're trying to create in your life, or the things that you're trying to improve, the things you're going after, whether this is, again, a relationship or something with your education, something at work. You're almost being so aggressive or so tenacious about it that's causing resistance. That's causing a bit of like, get back, like I'm running, okay? So if you guys feel like you've been in an energy of chasing, it's time to stop, okay? It's time to pull back some of your energy. Others of you need to stop spending money, and I don't know who this is exactly for, but you need to stop spending money because like, it's just not, it's not going to be, the odds are not going to be in your favor. Some of you may be overspending due to stress, or again, like external factors going on. If you have the ability to save money, save money. If you have the ability to cut off toxic relationships or situations, definitely do that, because it feels like you protecting yourself and protecting your energy over the next 30 days is going to be really, really important, okay? My nose. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some confirmation for you guys. Can I please get confirmation for group number 2? Okay, so I really don't love, if I'm being fully transparent, I don't love when we get the night cards, just because I feel like they're kind of like, we have this is the 9. The 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords is essentially talking about sleepless nights, anxiety. This is what I've been saying. I don't think it's all of you. So if you're like, Cenus, I don't have anxiety, I've been sleeping fine, great, fantastic, love that for you. However, there are people who pick this pile who do have anxiety, who are not sleeping. And for those of you who are not sleeping and you're having anxiety, I want you to really try to prioritize your mental health. And sleep is a part of having good mental health, okay? A lack of sleep can drive you insane. A lack of nutrients can drive you insane. So please, you guys take care of yourselves to the best of your abilities. I know it's not always easy, especially if you are going through something like anxiety or depression or something like that. Seek out professional help if you have the means to do so. There's not really too much you can do with the 9 of Swords. It's just like, it's a statement, right? It's a statement of you are experiencing anxiety, depression, perhaps other mental health struggles. You're not sleeping well. Maybe you're not treating yourself very well. Again, that's going back to what I was saying about protecting your energy and taking care of yourself, okay? Oh, I have such a tickle on my nose. It's bothering me. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight of Pentacles, you guys, is an amazing card and also a really frustrating card. The reason why I'm saying this card can be frustrating is because it's progress, but it's not progress that's quick and fast. And I feel like oftentimes there are so many people in the world where, like, when you're working towards something, you want to see immediate results. You want to see like quick, easy, like, oh my gosh, like I see the results. But this is not that. Like, this does not provide immediate results. This does not provide a quick, easy fix. This is something that we are building over time, which obviously can create frustrations for some people when you're like working so hard and you're putting in a lot of energy and you feel like you're seeing like a trickle instead of a rain or an even stream. So with this, it's indicating, again, hard work, a lot of effort going towards something that we believe has potential, not seeing a whole lot of payback right away though, okay? So for some of you, that could be with your like physical fitness. Maybe some of you guys want to run a marathon and you're like, I want to run a blah, 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 blah marathon. And you start running and training and you're like, I don't feel like I'm getting any better or any faster. And like, like I feel discouraged. Keep going, because like as time goes on, you are going to get better. I just want to say that with that. And obviously it doesn't need to be a marathon, you guys. It could be something else, but that is the analogy for that. We also have the 8 of Swords. I feel like this, for some of you, could be a physical, like, restraint. However, for a lot of you, there's, like, mental hurdles that you're going to be faced with over the next 30 days that you have to overcome, okay? And again, this is easier said than done. I am not delusional. I am not a stranger to, like, anxiety or falling into, like, darkness. I completely, totally understand. However, you can either choose to like get up and fight and try to make your life better, or you can sit in your misery and be miserable. Like there's literally only 2 options in life. Like you can try and make things better, or you could just roll over and give up. Like that's it. Which the other option, rolling over and giving up, should not be an option. Okay. Your life is worth living. You are beautiful. You are amazing. And I know it's so corny and annoying to hear, especially when you're going through like mental health struggles, but like it truly does get better. There is hope, even if you don't see it right now. I promise you there is. You just have to keep going. With this is a mental trap, okay? This is essentially feeling like you don't have any options, because the options that you do have may not be the easiest options to take, or the easiest options to like pick. However, you do have options, you do have choices in front of you. It may not be the easiest to make a decision or to choose one of these options, but you do have that available to you, okay? Can I please get a message for group part of fortune increase? I think this is interesting because to me this is telling you guys that your fortune is about to increase, right? The winds of change are coming. So especially for those of you where you've been going through a difficult time and you just feel like life has literally like socked you in the face over and over and you're just like, tap me out, I'm done. This is telling me things are about to improve. Again, I do not think that things are improving quick, fast, and speedy. However, I do think that things are improving. It's just going to take time. I especially feel this is true, you guys, because I am filming this maybe like a week before the solar eclipse, maybe 2 weeks before the solar eclipse. The solar eclipse is coming, okay? We just had the lunar eclipse when this is being filmed. Regardless of if you're watching this now, during this time period, or later, solar eclipses represent change. As you can see, revolution. So I really do believe that your fortune is changing. Your luck is changing over the next 30 days. However, I just think it's going to feel a bit like things change, right? I feel like there may be something that you are essentially needing to overcome. Again, I feel like for a lot of you, it has to do with like mental health struggles. You're having to face certain things or overcome certain things, and you're not seeing the results or the benefit of facing all those difficult things right away. But over time, you will see the benefit. You will see the results. Your fortune is increasing. I just don't think that it's happening overnight. For some of you, it very well could happen overnight. I feel like, right, at any point, your life can change in an instant. A year can make a magnificent difference. However, for a lot of you, the change is going to be a bit more slow. And then we have the sun, and this is spirit, okay? So oftentimes when the sun comes into a reading, I see this as like our purpose, our reason for doing what it is that we do, right? So my question to you, group number 2, is what are you working towards, number 1? What is it that you are wanting right now in your life? What are your goals right now? What are your aspirations? What are you wanting to change or improve upon in your life right now? Whether that's I'm single, Cenus, and I want a relationship. How is it that you can put yourself in a position to where you can be in a relationship? Maybe you need to do some internal work mentally, emotionally. Maybe you're not healthy enough to be in a relationship right now. And when I say health, I mean mental and emotional health. Maybe you're not confident enough to be socializing to you can be in a relationship right now. Maybe you're not putting yourself in a position to where you can have that right now. So what can you do to put yourself in a position where you can have that? Maybe you're wanting to go and get an education, but you're like, oh, like I haven't gone to school in such a long time. I'm not confident in this and that. How can you feed your mind so then you can be in a position to do that? What is driving you, group number 2? That's my question. What is driving you, and how can we better focus on that and how to improve where we are right now to be to where we want to be? Can I have a message for group number Okay. So we have loss, group 2. I don't know if some of you have recently experienced loss, or if this is something that you're like trying to work through right now, or something that you're about to be working through. Loss is not always a bad thing, you guys. I feel like, right, when you lose a bad habit, some of you may vape, maybe you're losing that bad habit. Some of you may have a certain codependency issue. That is a loss. Like losing those things would be a net positive, right? Maybe some of you guys lost somebody in your life who was toxic and useless. That is not a net negative. That's a net positive. So loss is not always a bad thing. We have sadness, which I told you guys, I do believe over the next 30 days, your emotions are going to be heightened. When you're sad, you're going to feel really, really sad. Unfortunately, this is just a part of life, and I'm not going to like hide from that or pretend like, oh, sadness is like, oh, like sometimes you're freaking sad. Sometimes a girl just needs to cry. And if you need to cry, cry and don't feel bad about it. Let yourself be sad. Let yourself cry for a minute or for a day. And then the next day you need to wake up and like, get it together, pull it together. All right. So there's that. And then we have unexpected joy. So this is essentially what I was seeing here earlier with the solar eclipse and the part of fortune, right? Like going through that massive purge or going through that evolution and things feeling perhaps like, oh my gosh, like I just lost this, or I feel really sad about that, or my mental health just doesn't feel right, or I'm not getting enough sleep. And then things are turning around, right? There's an evolution. There's that change that's taking place, that 6 of Swords, right? And we are experiencing an increase in our fortune. We are experiencing unexpected joy. Okay. Can I please get We have hope. Some of you really are struggling with your mental health. And if you are like, I love you and I want you here, please, again, do not give up. Your life is worth living. We have hope. This says, stay positive. The worst is behind you. Look up to the light. And I know, again, it's easy to believe that this is not true, you guys. However, life, like, things cannot just continue to get bad, right? Things cannot just continue on a negative path. The one thing about life that is inevitable is change, okay? Change is always going to occur. Sometimes we're going to be really happy. Sometimes we're going to be really sad. Sometimes life is going to be amazing. Sometimes life is going to suck. That's always going to change and evolve. So if you are kicked right now and you're on the ground and you're feeling just like, woe is me, I promise you, change is inevitable, okay? Get back up. The next card we have here is adventure, and it says, dare to do things differently. Manifest your travel dreams, move to a new location. Some of you guys are in your comfort zone, and the only way to get out of your comfort zone is to move, or is to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation. Also seeing this, you guys, manifest your travel dreams. Maybe some of you guys like have the ability to travel. If you do have the ability to travel, I want to encourage you to do so. However, the main thing I'm getting with this is like, you have to be out of your comfort zone. You cannot keep staying in the cycle that you've been in, because if you repeat a cycle over and over and over again, like, your life's not going to change, right? You're not going to experience any positive moving forward if you're just going in a repetitive circle. So dare to do things differently. Can I please have a message? Okay. For the next 30 days, you guys, I really, really, really want you to focus on protecting yourself and creating boundaries. Protect yourself, create boundaries, all right? If you are here, if you are watching this, if you pick this pile and you take nothing else, make sure you are eating, make sure you're drinking your water, make sure you are getting enough sleep. Do not allow people to drain you. Do not allow people to take and take and take. Learn to say no. Protection says, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. Some of you guys have negative, toxic people in your life. For some of you, these are your parents or your family members. For others of you, this could be a relationship, a friendship. Like, you have to cut that cord. And it may be painful and it may be sad, but at the end of the day, like, that person is holding you back. And I feel like that person's putting you in a dark hole. We also have boundaries here, and it says, where do you need to establish better boundaries? You can have a relationship with somebody, you guys, and just have really strong boundaries. I know for me, I have toxic family members, and instead of just cutting them off, because like, I love my family regardless of how awful they are to me, I've just learned to say no. I've just learned to say, like, you're not doing that. I don't care if you want me to do A, B, and C. I'm not doing that. Like, this is how it's going, and that if you don't like it, then you don't need to talk to me, or you can just, go be mad in the corner by yourself. Boundaries are important, okay? So learn to say no. Learn when you're not comfortable with something, just be like, I'm not comfortable with this. I'm not doing this. Like, you're making me uncomfortable. Period. So I feel like I want to end this on a more positive note for you guys. I'm going to pull from one more deck and then we'll wrap this up. Can I please get a message for group number... Okay. So the one thing over the next 30 days, you guys, that is a promise to you guys is the renewal. All right. So if you feel like you are being burned in the flame, if you feel like, again, life has just been putting you down, you need to know that things are going to change. That is a promise. We have the rose here with the promise, and then we have the lizard with the renewal. Okay. So a promise and a renewal. Things are inevitably going to change. That is a promise to you guys, group number 2. So I hope this was helpful, group 2. I'm sorry that this was a little bit heavier, but I do hope that it was helpful. Thank you so very much for allowing me to read you today. I appreciate it. I love you so much. And yeah, that is all I got. So bye. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your guys' reading. We're going to start off with the Zodiac Dice. If you're new here, the Zodiac Dice is extra. It's dessert. If your sign does not pop up, that is okay. This is just meant for extra confirmation. We have Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Aquarius again, Sun, Moon, Rising. Capricorn, Sun, Moon. Oh, that is Pisces, but it landed on Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. and Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. So Pisces, Capricorn, Aries, and Aquarius, Cancer, honorable mention. I don't know why I'm naming so many. All right, let's go ahead, you guys, and just start shuffling. Let me get comfortable. Okay. Can I please get a message for group number 3? So the first thing that I'm getting, you guys, is speed. All right. So, oh my God, this month went by so fast. I cannot believe we are already in. Like, that's what it's feeling like. Okay. It's just feeling like a recognition of things moving really quickly. Also, some of you guys, like, you're having a lot of restlessness or like not sleepless nights, but like, how do I verbalize that? Your thoughts, your mind is like it's going really, really fast. I feel like especially at nighttime, some of you guys may be having speech issues. I feel like I've been talking fine throughout the other 2 readings, but some of you guys may be really affected by Mercury retrograde this time around. So that may be something that's going on. Also, you may be having issues for some reason with your car or with your transportation. So if you guys take the bus, perhaps the bus is going to be late. If you guys are like taking Ubers or Lyfts, like maybe there's like issues with that. Maybe there's an issue with your car. If you guys are traveling, maybe your flights are getting canceled or pushed back. But I almost feel like there's like this like, oh my God, I need to hurry up and do this, or I need to hurry up. Like it feels like things are rushed, like we're rushing to do things. And we're experiencing setbacks through that rush, I feel, as well. So okay. We have the Magician. Some of you crazy cats are trying to manifest with a solar eclipse, and I love that for you guys. Okay, so there are certain things in your life where it's like, I can't wait anymore. Like, it's now or never. I'm getting a very like now or never energy. I'm also feeling very much like some of you guys have finally just had enough and you're like, enough is enough. I'm clapping you up. Like, I've taken too much crap. I've taken too much this. I've taken too much that. And I'm not here to play anymore. Like, I have what I need in front of me. You are being excommunicated, or you are being cut from the equation. It feels very much like we're cutting out the middleman and we're doing things ourselves. For some of you, this is so random as well. For some of you, you're choosing to not spend extra on like getting your nails done or getting your hair done or doing this or like, you're like, no, I'm gonna do it myself. Like, I'm the magician. I'm gonna create what I want for myself. I'm cutting out the middleman. This could also have to do with business, you guys. This could have to do with relationships. Maybe some of you guys are tired of doing like guessing in a relationship or in a connection that you have, and you're being more direct. This feels like very pungent energy and very powerful energy, very confident. But I feel like for a lot of you, this confidence is coming from a place of like, enough is enough. Like, I'm tired. Like, I don't have the time for the pleasantries. Like, we're getting straight down to business. So, there's that. Oh. Okay. So we have the moon here as well. This is Pisces energy. We also have the 6 of Pentacles. Now, the moon is a tricky card because as much as I love the moon, you know, Cancer sun, the moon is everything to me. I love her. The moon in tarot is very much just like, it gives me a little bit of like, why are we hiding things? So that's certain things that may have been hidden from you, or certain things that may have been not fully acknowledged in the past is coming to light. Maybe some of you guys are having like secrets being revealed to you over the next 30 days. It's also possible though, you guys, that this is like, we're moving in silence. Like, things are progressing really quickly. Again, we have a lot of like go, go, go energy, but we're not talking to people about it. We're not like, I'm doing this, this, and that. Like, we're kind of being low key about the moves that we're making. So it's either that, or again, like, there are things that were hidden from you that you are going to be discovering over the next 30 days. We have the 6 of Pentacles. Now, this can go one of 2 ways. You're being generous with yourself. You're saying, I'm done giving you my energy. I'm done pouring into you or pouring into that. I'm pouring into me. I'm done trying to help you with your business. I'm opening up my own business. Or I'm done that was aggressive. I'm done doing, how do I say that nicely? I'm done. I'm done, and I'm giving myself what I'm giving you, okay? Instead of giving it to you, I'm gonna give it to myself. Or this could be somebody who's coming into your life or somebody who's already in your life choosing to be extremely generous with you, okay? So depending on where you are at, right? Because I know some of you guys, you may not be financially well off, or you may be in a position where you're really stressed out in regards to needing help. So you would need somebody to come in to help you. For others of you, you're not necessarily in that position. You're the one who's always giving. You're the one who's always like, here, like, let me help you with this. Let me help you with that. And instead of doing that, the next 30 days, you're like, no, it's about me. Okay. So can I have 1 by 1 and 2 by 2? Okay, there's a disappointment, you guys, that's kind of knocking you on your booty, and you are going to be in a restful state, I feel like, towards the end of the month. The next 30 days, it doesn't feel necessarily rough, you guys, but again, things are perhaps, it feels like inconveniences, if I'm being honest. The 5 of Cups is disappointment. This is talking about feeling so disappointed. It's just like, gosh, diddly dang. Like, I was very excited about those 5 cups. And the fact that the 3 of them just spilled over, like, ruined my day. It doesn't feel monumental, if I'm being honest. Now, for some of you, it will be, okay? I don't feel like for the majority of you, that is the case. It feels like minor inconveniences. It feels like minor, oh, that sucks type of energy. We have the 4 of Swords. This is rest, recharge, rejuvenating yourself, taking time for yourself, eating, sleeping, drinking your water, saying how to take your vitamins, okay? That is the energy that's going on here. I believe this is happening towards the end of the month because, again, I feel like the next 30 days for you guys feels very fast-paced, very, very productive. Go, 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 go is the energy I'm getting. However, I feel like that's leading to things kind of not working out the way that we were wanting them to, or not working out as well as we had hoped, and then kind of needing to take some time to just like decompress because we have been so high-strung over the last 30 days. Excuse me. Okay. Can I please have... Okay. Yeah. Eight of Wands. Again, you guys, go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. This could be with work. This could be with your education. This could be with your relationship. Some of you guys are struggling with ADHD and you need to go see a doctor, okay? This is just very high-strung, fast-paced, fast-moving energy. Some of you guys are also trying to get something done really quick. Like there's a deadline and you're trying to like get it done. I'm just going to say this. That's going to lead to whatever it is you're pursuing or going after to be a little sloppy. Now, I'm not saying that you cannot turn in sloppy work. I 100% think that sometimes you just got to get by. Like sometimes a C is good enough. Sometimes like just getting it done as quick as you can and turning something in or accomplishing something, even if it's done sloppy, like that's better than not doing it at all, okay? That's better than not doing it. So I'm not saying that you need to, I'm not judging is what I'm trying to say, but for some of you, it feels like we're trying to accomplish something, but because we're doing it so quickly and we're moving at such a fast pace, we are not paying attention to detail and things are becoming a little bit sloppy. And again, that may not always be a bad thing, so. We also have the 7 of Pentacles. This is talking about a lot of hard work, okay? So we're putting in a lot of hard work. We're putting in a lot of energy towards something that we have hopes of growing. Now, because we have that 5 of Cups here, you guys, I do not think that what it is you are trying to grow or what it is you're pouring your energy to is necessarily working out the way that you want it to work out. Now, that's not to say that it's not working out, but it's just saying it's not working out the way that you were wanting or anticipating it to. It may later on down the road, but right now it feels like because it's so rushed, it's like not everything that we had hoped it to be. Now, again, for example, for those of you where you're wanting to travel, it's like you are wanting to travel and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go to Jamaica. Your flight is canceled. You have to go the next day. So then you lose a day of travel. You get there and then it's raining and then you freaking lose your luggage. And this, like, it just feels like because things are rushed or things are a bit discombobulated, that things aren't working out the way that we had envisioned it. Not saying you're not going to have a good time. Like, you're on a beautiful beach. That's nice regardless, but it's just like things don't feel like they're working out the way that we're wanting them to work out. For your relationships, you guys, right? Maybe you're putting a lot of energy and effort towards making your relationships improved. That's not to say that your relationships are falling apart, but it's like, oh, where is my effort going? Like, is this even worth me putting in so much energy and effort? And the answer is no. Okay. If you're throwing yourself into something and you're not getting your return on investment, no. Okay. Reel it in, rest, recharge, focus on you. Okay. We have the Page of Cups as well, and this is a surprise, and I don't like this. So I'm going to see what this surprise is, because I personally don't like surprises. If you do, fantastic for you, but I don't. So let's see what that surprise is. Can I get clarification on the Page of Cups? That told me literally nothing. Passion, excitement, going after what you want. Okay, so we'll see if later on we can get something in the Oracle cards to give us an indication of what you guys should be excited for, or what surprise is happening. Can I please have a message for group 3? I knew that was going to be here because this is a very high-strung group. We have spiritual growth, the 9th house. The 9th house also talks about travel, talks about spirituality, also talks about higher education. Okay, so like going to university, college, blah, blah, blah. Okay, 9th house. This is going to be a focal point for you guys. So either traveling, moving, right? Physically moving, growing along your spiritual journey. So for those of you where you've been feeling very spiritually disconnected, perhaps you're reconnecting with your spirituality. Maybe you're getting back into meditation. Maybe you are cleaning up your diet and trying to like get more centered with that. Because I do believe that what we put into our body, both like physically with our mouth, our ears, our eyes, like I do believe that that plays a role in your ability to feel grounded, or your ability to feel more at peace. Also with this is connected to education. So some of you guys may be, again, putting a lot of energy and efforts towards obtaining an education, or focusing on that in some way, shape, or form. So there is that. We have the 7th house, which is not surprising because I do feel like a lot of people who watch my channel are here for like love readings and things like that. So another focal point for you guys over the next 30 days is your relationships. Now, again, I just have to say this. I'm not seeing necessarily a breakup with anybody. I'm not seeing anything that's like, again, detrimental for this group, but I am seeing minor inconveniences and annoyances and feeling, again, perhaps like not appreciated for your efforts. So the 7th house is profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. So this is going to be a focus over the next 30 days. Now, again, if you're putting a lot of energy towards your partner and then you don't feel like you're getting that in return, I'm not saying that you should just give up on your relationship, but I am saying perhaps you need to reel some of your energy back in towards yourself and like just focus on you for a minute. Just make sure that you're good before you make sure your partner's good, especially if you're feeling unappreciated. Disappointments may be occurring in relationships, or with travel, again, or with your education. So, and then this is going to be for the majority of you. We have Yang energy. This is Aries, Gemini, Leo, Libra, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. Productivity, expression, doing, and forward motion. All right. So regardless of if it's with your relationship, with work, with whatever, you guys are going to be extremely productive over the next 30 days. And again, I feel like for a lot of you, you're productive in a way that's almost like, it feels a little chaotic. It feels a little silly. It feels very like, we gotta go, 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 go. It also feels kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. It feels a little chaotic, but like in a fun way. So I love that for you guys. Again, if things aren't working out exactly how you're wanting them to, just try to make the best of the situation, because I feel like that's inevitable with how much energy is going through the next 30 days for you guys. Okay. I keep having, I don't know why that song stuck in my head, but when I'm back in Chicago, I feel, I don't know if some of you guys are in Chicago, and if that needs to be like relevant. Maybe some of you guys are traveling to Chicago. Can I have a message? Boom. All right, fortune. Now, this could be money, guys. However, I just see this as like getting lucky. I feel like, again, you guys are facing a lot of inconveniences and minor setbacks, but for the most part, it feels like a lot of what you're doing over the next 30 days is rushed and a little chaotic, and you are extremely fortunate for how things are working out considering the circumstances. Okay. So let's say you have to get a project in and you're like, I just have to cram this all in the next like 48 hours. You're cramming it all in and you're feeling very rushed, and you may not be getting exactly what you're wanting in regards to like a score on what you're turning in, but it's enough. It's like good enough, you know? And you're fortunate because like it was rushed. Or let's say your relationship, right? You and your partner have an argument, you have a fight, and maybe you don't come up with a solution, but maybe you guys said some hurtful words to each other, and it's like, we're not breaking up, but like we're also like, this is gonna have to be something that we have to work through later. Like this is gonna be something that we have to revisit later. Or again, like you're traveling or you're looking to move. Things are gonna be not the smoothest. But considering it's like things are working out in a fortunate manner, considering everything else. It's giving me very much, it could always be worse. It's giving me that, like, things aren't the best, but it could be worse. And we're recognizing that. Okay, we have death showing up here. This is representing an ending of sorts. Now, because there's nothing else in the reading that feels super detrimental, this again feels like potential inconveniences or things not working out the way that we were anticipating them to work. I actually don't think that this is a complete ending for you guys. I feel like it's almost like a little nick, or like I feel like me saying a nick does not sound correct. Like a little cut or like a little scrape, a little damage to our bumper. Like that's what this is feeling like. It's not feeling like a complete death. She has beautiful red hair. We have a fight. Okay, like I was saying, some of you guys may be fighting with your family or with your friends or with your partner, and it's like, this is not a good fight. This is a bad fight. Words are being thrown. Things are happening very quickly. It all feels very fast, but it feels like ultimately like the end result is fortunate. Like you're going to feel like, okay, like this wasn't great, but it could be worse. Can I have one more for group? Space love. See, I think that there are, again, like little inconveniences taking place. There's little hiccups that's happening throughout the month. However, I don't think that this is going to be a month that is particularly like monumental for you, group 3, which is a good thing. Okay. If you are a human being, it is normal to have arguments with people. It is normal to sometimes miss your flight or sometimes like have things be inconveniently just not working out. It feels like that kind of month, and it also feels like it's gonna be okay. Like that's what I'm trying to communicate. You're experiencing things that are not the greatest. You're experiencing inconveniences. You're experiencing little hiccups here and there. You're experiencing like, oh, why is this happening? Like this is so annoying. But it doesn't feel like anything that is permanent or life-changing. It doesn't feel like a month that you guys are going to keep note of. Now, for some of you, because we do have death here, because we do have the moon here, because we have the 5 of Cups, and I think that this is a very select few of you, you are realizing certain things are coming to the surface and you're like, okay, I got to cut this off, but it feels more like a dodged bullet than like a, oh no, like I can't, like my life is ruined. Like it feels more like I have to leave because I'm dodging a bullet, or I need to get out of the situation because I need to dodge a bullet. Okay, can I please? Passion. All right, so things do feel, again, for you guys, group number 3, very chaotic, but chaotic in like a passionate way. And that's why I'm like, this month feels fun. Like it feels a little chaotic, it feels a little crazy, but it's like fun. It's like things aren't working out. Maybe things are a little woo, but it's like fun. This says rise passion, rise up high, and flame my purpose, reach the sky. One more from this deck. Can I please get beauty? I have a form which is divine. I allow what is within to shine. Some of you guys may be making changes to your beauty regime. Some of you guys may be going under physical alterations over the next 30 days. That's making you more comfortable in your skin. I am a big supporter of everybody doing what you need to do to feel good about you and your body, as long as you're not hurting other people or yourself. So do what you want to do. Just don't hurt yourself or other people. with your body. Okay. Last pile. Can I please? I knew it. Okay. We have the Nurse here. This is kindness, loving, and realistic. So the Nurse is coming in to like heal, right? So again, I think you guys are experiencing minor inconveniences. You guys aren't necessarily having the greatest month, but you're not having the worst. I do believe that there are certain things that are going to be addressed over this month that may be a little bit uncomfortable, and we are going through and trying to like fix those things, okay? We also have an oath to the moon. This is vows of love. So for those of you who are in a relationship, in a situationship, or you're like dating someone, I do feel like there's good things happening for you guys in regards to your love life. However, I do think that there are hiccups happening in your love life. Ultimately, I don't see a breakup. Ultimately, I don't see anything like crashing and burning. That's gonna be different. But for the majority of you watching, I think that your love life is going to be good over the next 30 days. Everything's great. Everything's cute. Again, there may be little hiccups, but it's like we're coming back stronger than we were previous. So that we're going to do one more. We're going to do one more just for fun. Okay. Boom. Expansion. I think this is going to be a month, not necessarily where we're expanding, but where we are creating the heat for us to then expand. It's like, I feel like this is the month that we're starting the fire. The fire is not necessarily spreading this month, but we're starting the fire that's then going to blaze us through the rest of the year, or going to blaze us through the summer, right? That's what I'm feeling for you guys at group number 3. So I'm excited for you guys. I know that I said that there's like a little bit of chaotic energy, a little bit of fast pace, like woo, but for the most part, it feels pretty good. There are some hiccups, there are some setbacks, but they don't feel overly massive. So yeah, and there's some good stuff here. So I'm excited for you guys. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for allowing me to read for you, and that is all I got. So bye.